Hi, boys and girls. Let's read one of Miss Gardner's favorite childhood holiday books, The Night Before Christmas. And we're going to identify the characters, setting, time, beginning, the middle, and the end. We will not have a long introduction, so let's get started. And I want you, as we read, to think about what do you do on the night before Christmas? The night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and up and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this story. It is one of my favorite stories from my childhood. Now, let's take a look at characters, setting, time, beginning, middle, and end. And we're going to draw lines to match these story elements. Number one, if you can see it, read it with me. On the roof and in the house. Number two, the children were sleeping, dreaming of gumdrops. Number three, the night before Christmas. Number four, children, Santa, reindeer, mom, dad. 5, St. Nick arrives with 8 reindeer. And number 6, Santa fills the stockings and goes back up the chimney. So, boys and girls, which of these 1 through 6 tell me my characters from the story? I'll give you a moment to look. Absolutely, boys and girls, it's number 4. So I should draw a line to number 4 because the characters are the people and things in the story: children, Santa, reindeer, mom, and dad. Now let's talk about this word setting, boys and girls. When I talk about setting, the setting is where it takes place. So where here does it take place? Is it 1, 2, 3, 5, or 6? I know that they landed on the roof and he went down the chimney to get into the house. So the settings are on the roof and in the house. Are you with me? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, let's figure out our time. When we talk about time, we're talking about when it happened. Well, let's look at it for a moment. Children sleeping, night before Christmas, St. Nick arrived, and he fills the stockings. Which one of those talk about time, boys and girls? If you think about our title, it tells us the night before Christmas. For us, that's Christmas Eve. So my time is number 3, the night before Christmas. Now let's get into our story elements, dealing with beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is what happened first in the story, what happened at the start of the story. Children were sleeping, dreaming of gumdrops. St. Nick arrives. Or does he fill the stockings in the beginning? I bet you know it. Which one is it? It's number 2, boys and girls. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their head. Nestled in bed sleeping, the visions, they were dreaming of gumdrops. Awesome sauce, boys and girls. You're making me feel all merry. All right, what happened in the middle? Was it St. Nick arriving or he filled the stockings? Which one is it? Absolutely, he arrived. St. Nicholas had to get there, so St. Nick arrives with 8 tiny reindeer. And so my ending is what? After he arrived, he went down that chimney to fill the stockings. And when he filled those stockings, he went back up the chimney because it says he rose. All right, boys and girls, you guys did so good on this video. You did great with this story. I will see you in another video for another one of my favorites. Until next time, I love you. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whichever one you celebrate. I love you. I will see you soon. Bye.